Assalamu alaikum everyone. A lot of people were asking me to do a Maybach video. I'm in New York. I came to a Mercedes-Benz dealership and here is the 2022 Mercedes-Benz Maybach S580 and I'm doing a full in-depth review of it. So let's start the full in-depth review of this car. First, I'm going to tell you guys the history of Maybach. As you guys know, Maybach is one of the most luxurious company you can buy a car from. So they started their company at 1909 and it's been almost 100 years they started their company. So 98 years they were making cars by their own. But at 2002, they sold the brand to Mercedes-Benz and now Mercedes is continuing the company and making it more better and better. As you guys know, I love Mercedes-Benz. So yeah, because I know a lot about it. So now let me explain some more features about the Maybach. So why did Maybach sell their company? Because the competitor of the Maybach is Rolls-Royce and Bentley. Rolls-Royce is with BMW, Bentley is with Audi. So Maybach needed some help, so they went to Mercedes-Benz. And their car were top-notch luxury, but it was really overpriced. So that's why a lot of people didn't buy the Maybach and bought Rolls-Royce and Bentleys. But now, this is one of the most luxurious Maybach you can buy now. And this is the Maybach Sedan, so the S. And there's another one, the GLS Maybach. Two Maybach versions you can get right now from Mercedes-Benz. And this is one of the most spec'd out Mercedes-Benz Maybach you can get in Silver Star Motors, New York City. Now, I'm going to start by showing you the front fascia of the vehicle. But first, let's show you the key of the vehicle. So the key is a little different than the S-Class. You have Maybach written, your lock, unlock, trunk opening, and you have chrome accent all around. This is for panic button and you have the emergency key down there. And now, because we're showing the front fascia of the vehicle, the front is different from the standard S-Class because this is more luxurious. So I'm going to first get inside, turn on these full digital light. So if you unlock the car, it slowly turns on with the 3 dots, but I have to turn on the full multi-beam light. So, the headlights are digital light. In the previous generation of the Maybach S-Class, it has multi-beam lights, but on the new one, it has the new technology digital light. This is your daytime running lights and hazard. You have 3 dot, recognizing this is the S-Class. And if it had 2 dot, it's the E-Class. If it had 1 dot, it's the C-Class. And the third one is actually in yellow because of the side reflector of the vehicle. It's mandatory in America. And you have digital light written down there with this nice treatment. Headlights are pretty good in my opinion, and it says Mercedes-Benz too. Now if we go back to the front of the vehicle, you can see the grille is completely different from the S-Class. It has straight lines that are in chrome. You have the front camera here, so it doesn't annoy anyone. You have the front radar for the safety systems, and you have Maybach written here and a lot of chrome. Good look. You have open here, closed here because the intercooler is here. It's not an AMG car, so it doesn't need your oil coolers. But it has a lot of chrome and 6 sensors at the front and a little front splitter. Now if we get up, you have the Mercedes-Benz logo here instead of the Maybach logo. And you have this straight line that all the way goes up. So it makes the car look more precious. And this particular car has the two-tone color option. This is a $12,000 option for the two-tone color and 1 stripe. So very expensive. But on my left side, you could see another Maybach, but that's only a single color. So that's it for the front fascia of the vehicle. Now I'm going to open the hood and show you the engine. So now I'm going to open the hood of the car. So on the S-Class and on the Maybach, you have to pull twice for opening the hood. And then if you just lift it up, the hydraulic struts are going to do the work. There. So on the Maybach, you get two engines, the S600 that has the 6-liter V12 and the S580 that has this, the 4-liter twin turbo engine that is not handcrafted. So it has 492 horsepower, 516 pound-feet of torque. It's similar engine to the S63, the old model, but it's not handcrafted. It's made from Mercedes-Benz. You have the star here, the engine is fully covered. You have your engine oil port here, you have the turbos inside there. And because the turbo gets really hot, it has aluminum treatment back there so it doesn't burn any of the wires. And you can see 4 signs here, 4 signs here, so it's a V8. Open here and open here, this is for the turbo, that's for the engine. And you can see the radiator or the intercooler at the center. And the engine is fully covered and it has the 9-speed G-tronic transmission that is buttery smooth. Insulation up here with aluminum foil, and that's pretty much it. Now let's close the hood, so get it closer and just push. So that's pretty much it for the front fascia of the car. Just look at the attention to detail of the front luxuriness. Now let's check out the car's side profile. So the length of this car is 215.3 inches and it is really long. It's more longer than the S-Class. Now let's show you the front wheel. So first of all, you have the reflector here for the American vehicles. It has 6 sensors at the front and this is the side one. So these are the optional extra wheel. These are 255/40 R20s. A lot of people can say, what is this? But this is one of the most iconic wheels from Maybach and from Mercedes. Good, they brought it back. But you can actually see the brake calipers there inside. So these are 6 pistons and it's ventilated. And this actually opens for opening the bolts and the wheel, but it's actually closed now with the center cap. And it looks decent. Multi-link suspension with air springs. Now let's look at the two-tone color. It has the silver metallic up till here. Then you can see the black line. Then you have the black metallic down here. Very expensive color and very expensive line because this is fully hand painted, this. And then the wheelbase of the car is 133.7 inches. Now let's talk about the side mirrors. I'm going to unlock the car with the key there and it automatically unfolds and automatically folds. You have the hazards light here. This is for the parking camera and this is also two-tone, black and silver. You have chrome treatment all the way covering the side panels, this panel too, that you can see all the way at the back. And the door handles are the S-Class handles for locking. There it goes in and then the light slowly turns off, and for unlocking the swipe, there it comes out. It says Mercedes-Benz here too, and if you guys go a little back, you guys can see the Maybach emblem at the down part. You have chrome treatments here too. There's a lot of chrome on this car and the ground clearance decent, but because it has air suspension, you can lift up the car and lower it. Just look how big the rear doors are. There's a cool feature for the rear doors. I'm not gonna show it to you now, but I'm just gonna do a little thing. Rolls-Royce features. I'm gonna show you when I'm at the inside. So then you have the Maybach logo here that has light covering it, so it looks really cool. Now the car is locked, so it turned off the light. Now let's show you the rear wheels. So the Maybach has Pirelli P0 tires all season, and the rear tires are 255/40 R20s, same front and back. But the rear calipers are more smaller and the pistons are single piston, but you have multi-link suspension with air springs. That's pretty much it for the side profile of the vehicle. Now I'm going to show you the rear. So the height of this car is 59.5 inches. Now I'm going to get inside, turn on these OLED lights, same as the S-Class. The headlights and the tail lights are the same, and it does a nice animation when you unlock the vehicle. So the lights are fully OLED, that you can see up till here, And these are like shark teeth, and all the LEDs or the OLED lights are standing there that you can see Mercedes-Benz written here. This is your brake and reverse, and the reverse is actually here. That's actually the reflector. You can see Maybach written here. Chrome starts all the way back, Benz logo at the center, and then S580, and the font's actually different, and same on the other side. And you can see the two-tone color ending and starting here. Silver Star Motors plate, New York City. The reversing camera actually pops out, but you have 2 number plate slots. You have six sensors at the back with reflectors here and more chrome treatments, but the exhaust are real and fake, because it has a line that's fake, but it has 2 pipes here, 2 pipes here, because it has a V8 under the hood. So a lot of people are going to be like, fake exhaust. Go to BMW and complain, or Audi. This is real. You have the upper stop brake light up there, and that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to show you the practicality of the Maybach. So for opening the boot, if you have the key in your pocket, you could just put your leg there and the power tailgate's going to open. So it has less space than the normal S-Class, so it has 500 liters of storage here, because it has a refrigerator here and a subwoofer here, because it has the Burmester high-end sound system. You have the pillows, you have to install them, and you have the number plate brackets. You have your perfumes and more pillows there, and the owner's manual. So it says Mercedes-Benz. When you open it, first of all, you can see the Maybach with the best color combo, my favorite, and then you can see the standard S-Class there too. And then you have your floor mats, and if you check out the underfloor storage, it has decent amount of room. The towing hook of the car. You could put your groceries there, and that's pretty much it. This is for opening the hood if you're stuck inside. This is for closing and locking the boot. And then you have your reflectors on either side for the emergency purposes, and for closing it, same thing. Closes. Now let's get inside the interior. So one thing that I forgot to show you is the fuel tank. So if the car is unlocked, if you just press here, there it opens, and because it's a hybrid vehicle, it has decent amount of fuel economy. It has a 48-volt hybrid battery too. Now let's get inside. First of all, let's show you the center panel. So if you just press this or this button, it's going to powerfully unfold to reveal some features of the car. So first of all, you have 2 champagne glass holders here, but because this is a brand new car, it's on a dealership. After you buy the car, you can get them. But you have your cup holders. These are ventilated and heated cup holders. You have the rear climate here, so it's on Fahrenheit on either side. And you have the wind speed at the center and where you want the air. It says Maybach right here, and this is for turning off and turning on the AC vents, and it is square, same as the S-Class. Just press this button, it's going to powerfully close. And this is a full gloss black treatment and a 2-seater. There's only a 2-seater, there's no 3-seater on the S-Class. You have ambient lighting fully covering the sides. Fancy. Then there's a tablet here, but they kept it inside, so after you buy the car, you can get it. But if I get this out, you have your tray tables. So the tray tables are fully in stainless steel, so more expensive feeling, and it has Nappa leather over it. So I could easily relax, and same on the other side. There. So you could put your laptop or you can have your beverage. And you have a wireless charging here. And then you have your 4 USB-C types and 2 more HDMI slot and a power outlet. Now let's close this. And you have ambient lighting covering this too on the sides. That's also fancy. Then you have this gloss black and this line trim. This is actually a really expensive trim. So if you get this down, you have the refrigerator of the vehicle, so you could actually turn it on from here. But I'm gonna leave it off, but the refrigerator is very deep for champagnes and for little water bottles. There, and here we go. And this also has the ambient lighting on the side and all the way behind the seat. And you have another place here This is actually for the champagne glass because it stays in here. And then you can see the Maybach logo. Fancy. Light treatments here, and that black back blind can be down with the press of a button. There, if we're getting it up, there we go. Let that do his work. Then let's come to the seats. So this car has the black interior, but the opposite of us, that car has the beige. You have ISOFIX anchor points, and the seats are almost same as the S-Class, but it has more features. First of all, it has this cushion with Maybach's logo, and it's actually really comfortable. Now I'm going to get my seat to fully sleep. I'm just gonna press and hold this button. The front seat's gonna move. And then the headrest is going to fall, so the driver doesn't have any problem looking at the mirror. And then my seat is going to adjust. And then my leg thing is coming out, so I could easily relax on this car. I'm not that tall, but if I want to fully relax, I can do it like that, and I can recline or get my seat a little more forward with these buttons. And my seats are heating and ventilating and massaged. Comfortable. Now I'm gonna get the tray tables in, so get this up again, get this here, and then fold here, get this up from here, and then there it goes down. Same thing on the other side, fold, twist, up, down. Getting this down, and you can see I'm fully relaxed. If you look up, these are your tweeters. You have both on either side, and the headliner is in full leather. Very expensive treatment, and you have two microphones up here for the voice command. Now if I want, I can open the rear blind from here, because it has a full panoramic sunroof. There, that's it, because the glass doesn't actually open. Then you have a grab handle here, big, and you have your lights, your rear reading lights. And the cool feature, this button, because now the Maybach gets power doors. So we're opening the door. There you go, no problem. It has the sensor. If someone's coming, it's going to automatically stop it. And then if I want, I don't have to close the door with my hand. If you have money, your door is going to close by yourself. You don't have to have a person or your hand to close the door. Now I'm going to get the seat back to the normal position, so let's just press this button. And there, the footrest goes down, my seat comes back. Then I can easily normally sit without being scared of damaging the car. And then let's that do its work. You have your ambient lighting here with the expensive trim. You have the Maybach logo here, and your magazine holders and this full gloss black treatment, and a lot of ambient lighting. You have your rear entertainment system. When you turn it on, it says Maybach with the Maybach logo. And this is the all-new Mercedes-Benz entertainment. So now all the expensive car will get this system, MBUX. You have navigation, phone, you have radio, then you have audio, apps, and comfort. So if you go on comfort, you can control the seats. So these are the massaging seats. So look how many massaging seats the car have. This is for the controls for the seat, so you can actually move the seat digitally. This is for the ambient lighting, so you can choose it and change it from here. Then you have the adaptive rear lights that you can also control, and this is the refreshing mode. That's pretty much it. And you have your headrest too, so you could listen to music and stuff. So that's pretty much it for the rear, and this is actually the main part of this car. Now you guys are gonna come here for showing the door. So I'm gonna push you back and close the door. door. And here you guys come. So first of all, you have a suit holder here. Then you have an AC vent here, and this is for closing and opening the vent. And then you have your Maybach badging here and a lot of chrome. Now let's come to the door. You have your ambient lighting display at the top first of all. Then you have some metallic treatment and more ambient lighting. And then you have this full leather covering this. You have this expensive trim that all the way comes still down. And these are actually the window controls. So that's for the blind and for the window. And the windows are double glazed. So now outside noise is going to come inside. And I can actually control the other side's window from my side. So as you can see, the other side blind is closed. Just press a button, here it opens. But I can't open that side door, that's the problem. Then you have your Burmester tweeters here, fully metal. And this is the tweeter that comes out. The tweeter actually comes out and it has full ambient lighting covering it. Bottle holders here, your reflector, and then you have another speaker here. That's pretty much it. Now I'm going to do a cool thing. I'm going to go to another car with a different interior. And don't worry, you can actually close the door with your hands too. And there, voila. I came to the beige interior for showing you guys the front of the car. So that car that I was recording before, that was actually the top spec variant with two-tone color and power doors. But this is a lower spec, but it has a beige interior. So I'm showing the front of this car. Let's start with the dash. So you have a wooden treatment here. Then you have your two AC vents. Then you have your airbag and defogging the windows. You have your brown stitching and ambient lighting all the way till the back. Same thing here as the S-Class. You have your subwoofer. This is for your vents, and that's pretty much it. You have a lockable glove box, and you can see one perfume comes with the car, and this is that's installed in the car. It says the number on it, mood, and it says Maybach. And the seats are same as the S-Class at the front. It just has the Maybach pillow, and I like the interior color of this car. You press this button, you have a storage with two USB-Cs. And then push this back, you have two cup holders, one wireless charger, one phone holder, two USB-Cs. That's it. Now let me show you the infotainment in shortcut because I did a full in-depth review of the S-Class before. So just turn on the car for the infotainment system. So it's same as the S-Class. You have all the features like navigation, phone, radio, audio, apps and comfort, and settings. If you go on settings, you can just have the same things, just the Maybach car up there. Then you have info, like all of the engine data are gonna come, and smartphone connection. So if you go on comfort and seats, it has more massaging seats than the S-Class that you can see. It is actually really comfortable. And you have more seat controls. You can control ambient lighting from here and your refreshing modes. You have your navigation here. This is for another feature, so this is for if I want, I could just put the same radio for the back. So if the passenger at the back wants to listen to the same music as me with the headphones, I can just push this and if I put it back, it's going to turn on there. Or to the rear entertainment system too, to rear with both. And you have your climate menu, so for that I have to press again. That's down here. For turning on the AC, and that's for the wind speeds. If I show you the cameras, this is for the driving mode. So you have Comfort Plus or Maybach mode. So everything's on Maybach mode except the steering and traction control. And then you have Comfort, you have Sport, and Individual. So I'm gonna leave it on Maybach mode, to be honest. And this is the camera of the vehicle. Front, rear, these are for the sides. So will the door open or not? This is the automatic. That's it. You have the start button here, auto start, stop here. This is your rear view mirror with auto dim feature. You have your This is for closing the rear blind and opening that. These are your call me, rear light on. This is for the lights there. You have ambient lighting covering from the back, and this car also has a sunroof at the front and in the back, a full panoramic roof. For opening it, there. There you go. And the full headliner is in leather, and you have 2 microphones and 2 vanity mirrors on either side. Luxury touch, like there's so much leather on this car. Now let's show you the steering wheel. So the steering is different from the S-Class. It has wooden treatment and Maybach written. It has wood here too. You have controls here for this screen, you have control here for that screen. This is for your hazards and high beam. You have paddle shifters too, and this is for the gear of the car. Now let's show you the instrument cluster. Before that, steering is fully power adjustable, tilt, and telescopic. Now let's show you the instrument cluster. So, when you turn on the vehicle, first of all, you have the things that are different with the normal S-Class. So, this car has a fully different trim, so the Maybach. So you can see, this is more luxury. You have Maybach logo with red lines at 7,000 RPM. It says Maybach there, Maybach and Maybach logos. You have the mile, so because it's a brand new car, it has just 13.8 miles. You have the mile per hour. These are your safety systems. This is your speedo, top speed 160 mile per hour. This is your fuel gauge, and that's pretty much it. Because I did a full in-depth review of the S-Class, I'm not making this video long, but it has all of the different features, but this is the best. Now let's show you the door. One thing I forgot again is the heads-up display. So you have the kilometer, the safety systems, and the lane keep assist and blind spot monitoring. That's it. It's same as the S-Class. First of all, you have the vent for defogging the windows, then you have your ambient lighting, AC vent, and these are for closing it, so how much it closes, it's nothing, and then open is your lights. Metallic treatment here, ambient lighting, this is your parking brake. There. Then this is your dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal have the Maybach logo in them. So it's actually really more luxurious. And then if you come to the seats, and the steering also has the Maybach logo, or the written. Now let's come down here. You have Maybach written here, and then if we go up to the doors, these are the tweeters, and if I turn on the volume, the tweeter actually comes out, twists out, and then if I turn off it, it goes back in. Because this has the Burmester high-end sound system. Then ambient lighting, you have the headlight controls here, exterior mirror controls, window controls, rear blind, grab handle, and you just have a lot of leather on this car. Now let's talk about the speakers. So this is the main speaker. You have a bottle holder here and another speaker here. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to turn the car off and come outside. And there we are done with this video. So let's close the door. Soft door close for sure. So this is actually a lower spec because it doesn't have a lot of options like that other one. So the price of this car is $193,000 for this car, and that car is more expensive, so that is $213,000 because it has the power door, the two-tone color, the wheels, and more features. So if you like my reviews, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And a lot of people are asking, why do I do English reviews instead of Bangla? Because there are a lot of international viewers that want to watch my video, so it's because of them. But if you want to watch like full Bangla reviews, you could actually watch it in my Bangla channel. I'm going to link it in the description. This is a G550, but I did a real G63 review in my YouTube channel. Peace.